A lot is happening. A lot is happening. And I want you to pay attention to this one. You're about to hear something that will shock you, to blow your mind. And this cuts across justice for Mohbad. Of course, you know Femi Falana, senior advocate of Nigeria. We have religious leaders. We have a lot that you about to gather some kind of extraordinary information. Daily Pharaoh Timmy said something. And like I've always said, this year is a year of reckoning. A year where you will begin to see better. Unlike those days that your eyes were blurry. Unlike those days that your mind was suspended. Those days that you could not process things as they should be processed. Those that you have hero worshipped. Those that you thought have no blemish. Those that you thought were really for great purpose, focus. Those that you thought were there or are there for the betterment of life. You will get to hear from Daily Factory with me. Don't forget to like and share. Don't forget to tap on the subscribe button. Let's get right into it.
I thank God for Tinubu. Without Tinubu, I wouldn't know the things I know today. Some people I thought were men. In fact, some people I thought were gods. They've been revealed to be men, just men. How would we have known how useless our judiciary is if it wasn't for Tinubu? Men who used to talk about citizenship, freedom, electoral rights, it doesn't matter to them. Some men would have gone to their graves with honor if it wasn't for Tinubu. Do you know how many people Tinubu has torn naked? If Tinubu were to be a man whose evil was ambiguous, if it was possible to say maybe he's not bad, it would have been very easy for them to continue pontificating and sounding like men of God. But the fact that the man is so unrepentantly and clearly evil, and they have found accommodation for him, and they are the ones excusing the evil, explaining the evil, looking to normalize the evil, Tinubu can only be thanked though.
Now, having said what he said, a lot of people are wondering, who are these so-called men of God or men of the cloth? Who are these people that he respected in the past and people that he felt would have been worshipped, hero worshipping after they are no more in this world? Not for the government of Bola Ahmed Tinubu that exposed them. If not for it, well, let us look at this write-up because it is really getting serious. Like I told you, 2024, it started from 2023. I knew something was about to happen. And as you all can see, social media has become a world of its own, with its own mind. Someone wrote this: wait, who give this man, senior advocate of Nigeria, justice for Falanites? Falana handled Fela's case. Fela rot in jail. He handled MKO Abiola's case. There was no justice till today. Falana handled Mohbad's case. Of course, we all know he was thinking he was going to handle Mohbad's case, but he ended up handling the wicked widow's case. Wunwon, Cynthia, Sekinat, Adebanjo's case. Till now, no justice. Falana handled Sylvester Jr. Oromoni. You know the case of the Oromoni, the Dowen school boy that died. He promised the family that they will get justice. Till today, no justice. Well, the autopsy report states that the father and mother of Sylvester, rather than them taking Sylvester to the hospital prior, they had relied more on what their man of the cloth, their pastor, told them to do. This came from the investigation of Kemi Oluloyo. I don't know if she really dug deeper into it and she got these answers correctly. Or maybe somehow she decided to do what she did. But this is what she told us, that parents are responsible for the demise of the young chap, even though he was bullied in school. Well, they said till today, no justice. Even while he was still on the case, the school reopened. This same Falana told us it is not a must to win 25% of the Federal Capital Territory. That is the Bola Ahmed Tinubu debacle. Well, Bola Ahmed Tinubu's ascension into Aso Rock versus Peter Obi, Pity Obi, who was crying like Aso Rock belonged to his ancestors, like his father owned Aso Rock and he was kicked out of it. He was crying that they kicked him out. Of course, politics is not a joke. You don't become president of a dysfunctional, corrupt country like Nigeria. Now, that does not mean we do not have things working. All countries are corrupt, but the magnitude of it is what is different. All countries in the world, they have their corruption, they have their own, lacunas, they have their own thing. So he was crying like they took bread away from him. Like, no, I was supposed to be president. I am the president, because he had called Bishop of Prosperity, Oyedepo, asking him to tell his members to make trouble and also vote massively. He did not become president of Nigeria. So now, according to Femi Falana, FCT, you don't have to win 25%. The same Falana handled ASU, that is the Association of the Universities versus the federal government. ASU lost. Now only Mumu go rate this man. Falana nikure. These are the words of gentlemen and ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. These are their words about Femi Falana. I know we have other clips out there, videos of certain persons who might have said certain things probably in favor, or you all know what happened prior to the elections, where Bishop, no, is he a bishop? He prefers to go with the title, although he's the spiritual father of the bishop. I'm talking about no other than the pastor heading RCCG. Back then, there are certain things that he had said. In fact, the wife of Bola Ahmed Tinubu was part of the ministry because they had a long-term goal. They needed Christian support. They needed a lot of push. So they had invested with the money that they have also, taken out of Nigeria. They brought it into the church. Remember the video where Pastor had talked about billionaires in Nigeria, handful of them being members of his church. These are the people that he will say the church needs 1 billion. We even heard a story where someone the spiritual son or grandson of the pastor, we are talking about Apostle John Suleiman. He said one person gave 25 billion to roof the Redeem village, or is it camp? Yes. So one will wonder where such a person got 25 billion. I'm not saying people are not rich, but 25 billion. If you can give 25 billion, it means you have trillions, possibly. Yeah, for you to give 25 billion naira without anything happening to you. I mean, that's more of the economy of 3 countries or 4 African countries. One person gives 25 billion. You see? Here we are. So back then, we had the vice president, Osibajo, who wanted to be president. He betrayed who helped him to become vice president. He wanted to be president. And somehow it seems they laid a curse on him. Something happened to him. Now, pastor is in between. If we support those billionaires, such as one of the greatest billionaire, Bola Ahmed Tinubu's wife, what about if we kick him out and bring in our own pastor? It means the door of favor has been opened. He tried to play around it. Well, you all know the obvious. You know who is the president. Ever since then, Osibanjo has gone underground. Maybe later, he will surface somewhere, somehow, if he really wants to pursue politics. But the thing is this, ever since then, we've not seen those billionaires, such as the wife of the president, attending RCCG anymore. It seems after the elections, everyone decided to know and relocate and consider who should be friends with them and who should not be friends. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what your thoughts are as regards this. You might know who he's talking about. Yeah, you might know them by name. Drop your comments. See you guys in the next update.